Greetings, my little cherubs. Welcome back to my channel, Red Fire Flags. I'm Phoenix. Just a quick little bit of housekeeping before I jump into the pick a card reading today. Thank you for clicking on the reading first and foremost. Welcome back to my A1 Day Ones. Thank you for joining me again. And if you are a newbie here, welcome. Please consider clicking that subscribe button and becoming a part of my growing family. It's a pleasure to have you here. Right, so I want to jump into the pick a card because I have literally got the worst cold coming ever. And so I just want to get the messages out as soon as I can. And I don't want to sidetrack myself with all of it. So yeah, just please consider subscribing. And for those of you who are just reaching, and Happy New Year to you as well. I don't usually celebrate the New Year this time of year, but since I know so many of you actually do, I will say Happy New Year to you guys who celebrate the New Year now anyway. And yeah, also, I thank you for all your comments. I love reading your comments and for the likes and the shares. I'm so grateful that my channel's growing. Right, so I'll jump in straight into the pick a card. I've done enough narrowing. Hello, my pile number ones. This is a pick a card reading for what's next in love, what's going on with your love life. And I'm going to jump straight into the energy. Excuse the voice, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. And if you've picked your crystal, it was the orange calcite. I'm sure this is orange calcite. Sometimes I forget what they're called. The energy that I'm picking up straight away, pile number ones, is that you've gone through some transformation, putting it mildly, where your love life's concerned over the last few years. I feel like you've stepped away from something that was quite toxic, something that made you feel trapped. And I feel like it wasn't going anywhere either. This person just wanted to hold on to you. And I feel like this blocked a lot of your... I feel like a lot of your intuition was blocked. I feel like this person was a liar as well. And I do pick up other energy. So while this person didn't necessarily kind of want the best with you, they just didn't want you to be with anyone else, I'm hearing. I'm picking up someone who has one rule for you and another rule for them. So this feels like very controlling energy. And I feel like at the moment what you're doing is, now that you've stepped away from this energy and now that you've given yourself a moment to catch your breath, I feel like there is a part of you, my darling, that is kind of going over it and analysing it and kind of kicking yourself for making some bad choices. Can we stop that now? This person was a master manipulator. And even if you had been the most savvy, been around the block a few times kind of person, this person still would have been able to sweep you off their feet. I'm seeing that Karate Kid movie where the guy says to him, sweep the leg. Like, poor Daniel's son didn't even see it coming. Do you see what I mean? And he trained. He was, might not have been the best fighter, but, he won that fight. So, it was good. And so, yeah, it was very cheaty. It was very, I feel like everything's just been I'm also getting the energy that you walked away from this situation, but I feel like you barely got away from it. It was like, because I still feel like even though you walked away, I'm still getting the energy of being kind of the worst being done. Oh, thank you. So the worst is over, I'm hearing. You've walked away from whatever the situation was. Now, I don't know how recently this was. This could have been a few years ago. This could have been a few months ago. Take it and apply it as you will. Timings are going to be different because obviously it's a general pick a card. This person misrepresented themselves. They sold you a dream. And it was literally a matter of time before you found this out. So if this is the energy that you've been in or that you're in currently, please stick with it because this is your pile. And if it's not, then maybe there's a message for you anyway here. But I would probably pick another pile because I normally go with the energy that I'm picking up around the collective of the people that have picked this pile first. Anyway, we'll not wrap it on. Usually you don't hear that noise, but because I've got a cold, it's... Okay, so you've moved on, I'm hearing. All right. Now, what's coming up for you, my darlings, in your love life is that you are going through... It's a weird situation you're in at the moment because you're optimistic and you're looking forward to it, but at the same time, there is a part of you that is still healing. That is still healing from this situation, this person. Okay. Sorry. Okay, thank you. So I'm picking up that there is the energy that I'm picking up at the moment around this pile is an energy that feels a little bit like they've failed, because I feel like a lot of the relationships you've been in have kind of gone belly up in the past. And listen, you've learned so much from all of these relationships. They all weren't for no reason. And even though, you know, you might have learned that lesson in a different way, you didn't. You've learned it the way that you have, but you have learned it nevertheless. But you're in a transitional period right now, my darling, and you've kissed your last frog, I'm hearing. I'm hearing you've kissed your last frog. So I feel like clarity in your love life is coming forward. I feel like now, between now and I'm going to pick up some timing soon, but I'm picking up there is truth and clarity coming in for you. So I feel like the next person that's coming in is going to be honest. I'm hearing this pile here, the majority of you here in this pile want to get married, or you believe in some sort of really firm commitment, something traditional. And I feel like the people that you found yourself with have been in this energy where they're not really committal. It felt very unrequited, like one-sided. Let's pull some cards and let's see what's coming up for you in your love life, all right? So then the card that flew straight out is the Two of Cups. So like I was picking up that you're going to have this person that's coming in. I feel like this person coming in for you very soon as well. And when I say very soon, it's not going to be years. It's probably not going to be tomorrow, but it's not going to be years. And we've also got the Four of Wands as well. So I feel like this is a match made in heaven. I feel like this is like proper holy matrimony. This is going to be something that you can celebrate in, something that you can relax in. And I feel like even though you've been in this situation, you've remained positive. I feel like you've tried to remain optimistic about your love life. I feel like you've tried to seek clarity whenever you can. And also you've tried to be honest and above board, and you've tried to do your best. And if your best has been your best and that person still weren't getting it, then oh well. But I'm not picking up angry, bitter energy from you. I'm not picking up anything like that. We've got the Star in reverse. So I do pick up that there was a period of time that you were quite discouraged where relationships were concerned. And I feel like there was a disconnection. And I feel like this disconnection was in you. And I feel like you've healed a lot of that. But then there was also disconnection with other people, and I feel like it was due to some of the disconnection within yourself. Because while we've got the Star in the reverse, I'm being shown it spinning. So it's in this motion, it's in perpetual motion at the moment. And so while here it's in reverse, because it's the energy that I've come in and it's what I've plucked up now, I know that hope and rejuvenation where your love life is concerned is literally on its way. Because you've accepted things for what they are. You have moved forward with courage. You're very optimistic, like I said, about your love life in general. You haven't closed yourself off. You have gone through the stages of grief where relationships are concerned. You've moved on. You know, you've got the Six of Swords here. You've moved on. You've said, see you later. Oh, we've got the Eight of Cups. You said, see you later. I'm out. And it was a matter of time before this was going to happen. And right now, you are quite happy in your own energy. And you are more than happy taking a rest and taking time out. I feel like you've come here not to figure out your next relationship per se, even though there is one that's coming up for you. I feel like you just were curious because it's a new year and it's a new start. I feel like you're planning. If you haven't started planning yet, it's an idea. You've been thinking of it, because it's not something that you're not. If you haven't been thinking of it, please don't try to make it fit. But I'm picking up that you have been thinking about going away. Now, this could be somewhere in Europe, i.e. Greece or Cyprus. This could also be to go and see, I don't know, maybe the Colosseum. But I feel like you're planning a trip away to something or somewhere that has some sort of ancient ruin, or I'm seeing mountain, kind of stony, mountainy type, mountainous, thanks, type area with dry roads. But very beautiful blue see-through blue, like topazy azure, lovely water, crystal. And that's what makes me think it is kind of Mediterranean side, because those waters are really clear. And it's lovely. The beach is beautiful. It's very nice. It's very white. I'm getting away with myself here, but I feel like you're planning to go away, or you're planning to, if you haven't started planning it yet, you haven't started paying for it, or you haven't started putting it in motion, you're about to, but you've been thinking about it. You've been thinking, yeah, I really need to get away. But I'm seeing blues. And so whether you're going to Greece, or you're going to Cyprus, or you're going to Turkey, or you're going to I mean, who knows? You're going somewhere. I mean, for a few of you, you could be going to the Seychelles. And there's a place that used to be popular that isn't as popular now. A few of you may have done that as a kid, but there is a trip, and I feel like you're going away, somewhere nice and warm. The person that you meet there isn't from there. They're away as well. And I feel like they're not too far from you either. So I feel like the person's not too far from you. It's the strangest set of circumstances. It's like once you start talking, you realise how close you actually are. You've been on each other's doorstep for donkeys, but you've never bumped into each other. You've never seen this person in your life, and they literally live on your doorstep. Very sharp-minded person, individual. Got the Ace of Swords here. Sharp-minded, balanced. It's a brand new beginning that's set in truth and clarity. It's a breakthrough in your love life, because the sword, the Ace of Swords, I was going to say the King of Swords for a minute. The Ace of Swords could be an air sign. The Ace of Swords is most certainly a breakthrough, but it's a breakthrough in mental clarity and in truth. But it's success, and it's a massive brand new beginning for you. I'm hearing tick-tock, so it's literally a matter of time before you go on this trip, or you go somewhere. Now, it's only for a few set of you that are going to go on this trip. It's going to meet this person here, because I'm picking up another scenario anyway, but I'll get to that in a minute. Give me a sec. And I feel like here we've got the Empress in reverse. I feel like whereas you may have suffered some infidelity and you may have suffered some issues, maybe even having some fertility issues. But I feel like these issues, it's a small set of you, that, like I said, I was picking up another scenario. And for a small set of you, you may have been with this person and you may have had what you assumed were fertility issues with yourself. But you weren't meant to conceive with this person at all. I'm picking up, like, okay, so, those scenarios, we've all seen them, we've all heard of them. You're with somebody for donkey's years and you've been trying and trying and trying. And for love nor money, you cannot conceive a child with this person. But then all of a sudden, you break up for whatever reason. You go off and then 6 months later, you've both got kids elsewhere. And it's just your makeup. You just weren't really... The chemistry wasn't right. And I feel like that's more the sense for a small number of you here as well. A small number of you here wanting to have some children. You're definitely not past making any babies. You just weren't able to get pregnant with this person. And you've been thinking, I wonder if there's something wrong. And no. I feel like the chemistry wasn't right with the person that you were with. And this is why it seemed like there was some sort of fertility issue here between the two of you. But if you are not wanting children, and this is probably for all of you in part number one, if you're not wanting kids, when you meet this person, just be open about it and take precautions, because you are going to be extremely fertile, I'm hearing. For some of you who have come to part number one, who are no longer in the baby making ages or baby making stages of your life, or who do not want to have children, don't worry. You're going to continue to take the precautions you're going to take. And if you're not in baby making years, you're not suddenly just going to step into baby making years. It's not that. This is for those who are in that stage of life. For those of you who are in a different stage of life, like the stage I just mentioned, I feel like this person is waking you up to brand new ideas. I feel like this is like injecting a new lease of life. Sometimes you like getting a pep in your step. Because the song I got for you guys in number one was Anytime, Any Place, Janet Jackson. Do you remember that song? Hot stuff, that song. And it is, person coming in is passionate. Very, very passionate. It is making you feel like you were a kid again. It's like, yeah, maybe you don't do public displays of emotion, but there will be public displays of emotion. You won't have to keep your hands off each other. Anytime, any place. Go and listen to that song, Janet Jackson. It's an oldie, but it's definitely a goodie. And I feel like this is going to be the theme song for your next connection, or your next experience. And you're part number one, and you've done a lot of work, you've done a lot of healing, but you do tend to have this, you tend to have this way about kind of overthinking every now and again and jumping into things and kind of letting your mind run away with you. Just enjoy the moments as they are. Just kind of enjoy things what they are. Be open and communicate clearly, which I don't really pick up that part number one has much of a problem communicating. I feel like this person will communicate as well. All right, and as long as you're both communicating well, I don't see how this couldn't be something that's going to last. I'm being told this is, if you do believe in marriage, this is where this connection is going. If you've just met somebody, I'm hearing, because like I said, I was picking up different scenarios. If you've just met somebody not too long ago, and I'm hearing maybe 2-3 weeks ago, maybe 2-3 months, but I'm hearing 2-3, then I feel like this is you've been feeling a very strong connection with this person. And I do feel like you have, like I said in the beginning, all of you here, if you've picked this pile, you should really have vibrated with the energy that I picked up earlier. And so 19 minutes in, if you haven't, then it's not for you. You're releasing, right now, you're in this position, if you're with somebody, I feel like some of you that are with this person now, or have just met somebody very recently, because this is a new person you're just meeting recently, then I still feel like you're having some sort of, it's like relationship PTSD. And it's, you're still kind of healing and going through certain traumas. And I feel like the person you've just met, if you have just met somebody, they're quite patient. And I do feel like they're quite understanding about that. That was just a message that came through that I needed to relay quickly. I don't know who's going to resonate with that. I feel here this is a very passionate person coming in. I know this is the Knight of Wands, and it can be very sort of impulsive, not steady. I feel like this is more, I'm picking up more the passion side of the Knight here, the fearless, sexy side. That side that's not scared to explore. Another song I'm hearing is "Rockin' Knockin' the Boots" by H-Town. So for a few of you, you might know that one there as well. If you don't, go and have a listen to it. These are both of these songs are quite old songs. But it's very passionate. So what's next in your love life for all of you that have come here that I've picked up little messages for today, is I feel like there is a brand new person coming in. If you haven't already met this brand new person, it's not somebody that's old, you're not rekindling anything. This is not a reconciliation pile. This isn't the pile that is going to be going back into old news. This is the pile that's moved on from that. This is the pile that's left that toxicity behind. This is the pile that said, nah, I know what I'm worth and I'm going to try and find that. This is the pile that has been working on themselves in regards to their emotions. So what's next for you is meeting the person that you've been kind of moving towards energetically for a while now, and I think that you are going to be in the right space, frame of mind and emotion to do this successfully. I feel like this person's going to hit the floor running as well. The holiday situation, for some of you that are meeting this person on holiday, take your time, there's no need to rush. They don't live that far from you anyway. Remember, proceed to how you want to go on. No one's here to judge or anything like that, but you want to make sure this person's for you. You want to make sure that you don't feel like you're being taken advantage of. And if you want to make sure that you don't feel that way, you've got to do something a bit different, haven't you, part number one? Whatever that is, you know what that is. You do it differently, all right? And I hope this resonates with a few of you. There is a strong partnership. Like I said, I had the Two of Cups along with the Four of Swords earlier on. Four of Wands, not Four of Swords. I do apologise. I do this sometimes with them, with the Wands and the Swords. This is just one of those connections that if you want it to end in marriage, is exactly where it's going. It's like you're meeting this person that is, you know, we spend our lives trying to meet that person, don't we, really? And if we've got to be honest with ourselves, we do. And you've spent your life trying to meet this person, and you've hop, skipped, jumped, fell into yourself, learned that you needed to be in union with you first. You've left behind everything that doesn't serve you. And now you're in this energy where, you know what, if it comes along, it comes along. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But for you, it's most certainly come along. And I think you just wanted to be a bit curious, part number one, when you came here. Let's get an oracle card for you. Let's see what comes up. Can we get an oracle card for part number one, please? So we've got attraction. And it says here, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I feel like you're in the moment of enjoying yourself. And so that puts you in this energy of knowing that you deserve love. And when the person that you're supposed to be with comes along for you, because only a very small set of you have already met this person about 2-3 weeks ago, but the majority of you haven't met this person yet at all. When this person does come along, you will be attracted to yourself. You've done a lot of forgiving, you've done a lot of moving forward, you've done a lot of reconciliation with yourself. And so when you do get this person, or this person comes into your space, you're going to be able to appreciate what comes along. All right. And I did pick up a marriage earlier on. So like I said, if that's what you believe in, if that's what you are going towards, if that's what you want, then that's what will happen. But it's a very serious commitment, whether you believe in marriage or not. It could be you moving in with somebody, or, you know, spending the rest of your life sitting down reading the paper with your feet up. It really doesn't matter. How you see commitment is how you see commitment. And I feel like you're definitely moving into that direction. It says on the card that you're ascending. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And like I did pick up earlier on, there is a marriage coming in for you guys here. So this has been the messages that I've got for what's next in your love life. I hope this resonates with you in some way. Please save the reading, because it's like a lot of forward energy here. So you may not resonate fully with it now, but it may come up later. So I'd like to hear about it later on if it does. All right. So like, share, subscribe. All right. Thank you for your for watching the video thus far. Thank you for your support. And all of it is definitely worth waiting for. All right. You guys have the best evening. I am going to move on to pile number 2. All right. Take care of yourselves. Hello, my pile number 2s. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my reading. Excuse my voice. I've got a bit of a cold coming. I say coming, but I'm in the middle of the cold. So this is the Angel Angel Aura Quartz. It's that quartz that's got a bit of a rainbow on it. You can't really see it so well, but yeah, it's got that little rainbow kind of look to it. So I think it's been blasted with some sort of titanium or something. I don't know. Anyway, I will jump straight into your pick a card reading today, and it is what is next in love for you, my pile number 2s. All right. So straight away, the energy that I'm picking up here, my darlings, is, first of all, take a deep breath and have a bit of patience. The person that you are dealing with at the moment, I feel like this is your person. If you're not with somebody right now, pile number 2, this is probably not going to be your pile, because the energy that I'm picking up here is somebody that you're already involved with. This is somebody that you want to make more effort, that you want them to invest more. But your person is very much a person who likes to think. I'm picking up Virgo energy possibly here. This is somebody who likes to analyze, really likes to go through things and think things over. They're quite patient, and sometimes it feels like they're not moving at all. But I feel like you know this is your person. And I think you know something, they're planning something. And I think that's why you've come in, because I'm feeling excited. And I feel like you feel like something's coming up and you're trying to figure out what that is. First of all, let me try to not ruin the surprise for you. But if I don't ruin it, you're going to ruin it, aren't you? So let me first start off by telling you his little secretive moments that he's been having lately. I'm seeing somebody in their phone and then turn it over when you come in or when you come around, or just kind of not allow you to see what they've just been looking at. And it's not another screen with somebody else. It's not another message with anybody else. I'm not picking up anyone else with this person in their energy at all. What I am picking up though is that where this little bit of mistrust is coming from is this person is planning something with you. I feel like they're planning a retreat, some sort of holiday or getaway. And for all of you, it's going to be different, because for some of you, you would like a spiritual retreat, and for some of you, you would like a holiday in the Maldives. So it's going to be different for all of you. I do feel like you are going away with this person. I'm picking up travel quite a lot, because I've travelled in pile 1, but pile 1 was a different vibration altogether. So there isn't, I doubt there's any messages there for you. But if you did feel drawn to pile number 1, by all means, go and watch. I feel like this is real. Alright, and I feel like it is worth exploring. I feel like it is worth a little bit of patience. I am picking up mainly on your part. I'm seeing something growing. My spirit guide is showing me a plant that's kind of growing, it's making its way up. And so it's definitely worth you taking a chance on. It's definitely worth you just taking those steps. I'm picking up this is a past connection. I feel like you know this is a past connection. I feel like you picked that up as well. I feel like you can feel this. And I feel like that's where the rush is coming from. Not that you're in a rush or anything like that. It's just you're excited, I think. And you're just excited to get everything off the ground and to get everything moving in the right direction. And just slowly, slowly catch your monkey at the end of the day. For a couple of you, I feel like there is a proposal coming very soon. And I feel like you're looking at anywhere sort of between now and the next 2 weeks. And I'm like, I mean, it's literally about 2 or 3 of you. I don't feel like it's loads and loads. So please try not to, don't make this fit if it doesn't. Spirit is saying to me that, you know, you're being encouraged to kind of work more on the partnership rather than the end goal. Focus more on where you are now, because, you know, if you just focus where you are now, communication and things like that, and just get a little patience, I feel like he's going to come good. I'm seeing Italy. I'm seeing Italy, Venice, Italy. So I feel like there may be a honeymoon in that direction. Maybe there is a retreat or a holiday planned for that. Or maybe you're going away and that's where you're being proposed to on holiday. Let's grab a few cards and see what comes up, shall we? Pile number 2. So, I've got express your love. I feel like this person's going to be making a romantic gesture towards you. All the secrecy is going to come to an end very, very soon. I feel like you've been very anxious and worried about it. I feel like you have been kind of keeping yourself up at night, thinking about the worst that could happen, overthinking. Maybe you're the Virgo. But you have nothing to worry about, okay? I do feel like your worry and your anxiety has caused a little bit of a delay. I feel like it has put a pause on the situation. This is where I was saying, try and have a bit of patience. Probably I was picking that up, because you need to kind of just take a moment, because I feel like your panic or your internal panic that maybe you could be wrong, or maybe this isn't your person, or maybe this person's cheating. Because I feel like for a vast majority of you, I do feel like you think this person's got something going on behind closed doors that they're not making you aware of. And I can tell you that they have got something behind closed doors, but it's not what you think it is. All right? I feel like this is a divine connection that you're in. And they can be tricky to navigate, even for the most seasoned of us out here. We've got the Queen of Wands. So he most certainly finds you 100% attractive. He's confident in the connection with you. He's confident in how he feels in regards to you. And I do feel here, we've got here the Page of Cups. There's a surprise coming. And we've got the Knight of Cups here as well. So we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Wands. And the Knight of Cups is a proposal. Especially with the energy that I was picking up. It's a proposal, and it's not like a proposal not followed through kind of thing. This is a proposal of it's a solid proposal. And we've got the Two of Cups. Solid. This is a match. It's a connection. It's a marriage. And he views you as very compassionate and loyal. And even though you might be doing a complete panic on the inside, you're like a swan. Panic stations underwater. And we've got the notification there for confirmation. Panic stations underwater. Just graceful. Gliding on top. So I don't think he doesn't see any of that. Yeah, this is a good connection. Alright? I don't usually like to do love readings, but this energy makes me feel good. Because you've got a person that's willing to work with you. You've got a person that's willing to put their shoulder to the wheel. You've got a person that even if they don't know how to do something, is willing to go and learn. That's going to win it, is willing to listen to you. The connection you find yourself in, if you're not in a connection and you've picked pile number 2, I'm sorry, my darlings, this is not your pile. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Hard-working person, somebody who's very steady. Someone who always gets to where always gets to the end goal. They achieve what they set out to achieve. This connection here is 100% stable. Have some patience, my darling. If you can see the Oracle card. Oh look, we can see it. Barely, but yeah. Have some patience. Alright. He's going to come through. I should have said they. I should have said they're going to come through. I feel like you need to turn this star the right way up. Because I feel like this energy is coming from you. Obviously, yes, because he's planning something behind closed doors and he's trying to keep it a surprise. And he's trying to keep everything a secret. I feel like this is causing you to have some discomfort. But try to allow things to unfold naturally where this connection is concerned. Sorry. It is a divine. I have got a cup that I've bought specifically, but I never have it out when I've got the energy to read. This is somebody who's willing to work with you, and I know they're being a bit secretive at the moment because they're planning something and they've got everything under wraps and stuff like that, but I'm hearing you're quite particular. And so, you know, I don't feel like you're high maintenance in any way, shape or form, and even if you are, so effing what? I feel like you like things a certain way, but even if, you know, you're okay with this person proposing to you at the back of an ice cream van, they're not. They're not. I'm picking up very strong earth energy, possibly Taurus or Virgo. They're not, but even if they're a Capricorn, they're not. They want everything in their minds to be perfect. And so that takes a little patience and it takes a little time, especially where earth signs are concerned. They like to second guess themselves a lot. And we've got the Hierophant, a high level of commitment. You can't make it up. This is a very short one because this, you're in the right connection. Your person is planning an engagement, and I feel like they're going to be doing that while they're on holiday with you, and so you've got a little while to wait. I'm picking up warm weather, so I don't feel like you're going to be going away with this person in the next 2 weeks. So you're going to need a little bit of patience, but I think you've got this. I think that you just wanted to check if this person was kind of doing you dirty, because I don't feel like you like surprises. I think you see them as a little bit shady, but this person, it's not like this person is trying to be shady. This person wants to do the right thing. Be a little bit more playful in the connection, all right? Remember what it's like to have those moments of fun and joy with this person that you're with, yeah? And you know what? If you're worried about this and worried about that, you plan something. You take the initiative, okay? It's not always up to them, whoever this person is. Whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. It's not always, sometimes you can plan something. And if it's cold outside, I'll tell you what I used to do when it was cold outside, when I could be bothered to date. I can't bother to date anymore. But a long time ago when I used to actually date, and it was cold, I remember doing a picnic, an indoor picnic, where we had a day off. I got all the favourite foods in. Obviously food I didn't have to do too much with. Nice bottle of champagne when I used to drink. And we had a lovely afternoon. It was an afternoon, it was gorgeous. It was raining outside, it was horrible. But I was indoors, it was warm, and I had a blanket on the bed, like a picnic blanket on the bed, and we sat down and we ate and we laughed. We watched a movie. We didn't even do the fandangle because it was just a really nice romantic day. It was lovely. And it was something that I planned to do. And I think that takes them back sometimes. They don't expect it. You don't have to do it all the time, So yeah, look. I feel like you're going to end up in a marriage with this person. I know this says it already involves a marriage, and this card's a little bit, I've always seen this card as a bit shady, to be fair. But in this situation here, I'm very much just drawn to the white flowers and the bouquet of it all. And I feel like you're going to have a lovely day planned with this person, whatever the turnout is. Whether you want a forest wedding, a traditional wedding, whether you want a wedding at the back of a caravan, it really doesn't matter. The person's open to giving you whatever it is that you require. So yeah, maybe you kind of, sometimes we could do a bit more. So instead of panicking and getting a little bit inside your feelings and caught up in your mind, plan an event, plan a day out, plan something with your little person who likes to think a lot and who's putting in quite a lot of energy to try and make you happy. And I know it might not look like it because they're a little bit shady at the moment, but try not to panic, all right? So please like, share and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Please let me know how this resonates with you. And also come back in a few months. I'll say a few months, but come back around May, between May and August, when this person actually does propose to you, and let me know what happens. All right? Take care. Oh, part number 2, I forgot to tell you that the song I got for you guys was Lauryn Hill, Nothing Even Matters. I think it's a duet she did with D'Angelo, or so I don't even know his name anymore. I think it was D'Angelo. But yeah, so Lauryn Hill, Nothing Even Matters. And that's the song that I've got for you, part number 2. Take care. My pile number 3s. I'm going to jump straight into your reading. This is what's next in love. Straight away, I'm getting the energy that you are in separation with your person, okay? This is your person. Now, the message I've got from my spirit guide is this connection was very, very potent, and it made the both of you codependent on each other in different ways. His codependency made, or their codependency made them resentful and act out, and your codependency blocked you. I feel like it blocked your intuition, made you anxious. I feel like it kind of made you a bit needy, and it overwhelmed you in some sense, and I feel like it overwhelmed the both of you a lot. And I think that's what threw you guys into separation. If you're not in separation with your person, things have been a little bit rocky and a bit up and down, and there is a separation on the horizon for the two of you. All right, all is not lost. Take a deep breath. All right. This relationship came like I'm seeing like a bit of thunder, so it's like a lightning bolt out of the blue. And it kind of just hit the both of you unexpectedly. And it's felt very, triggering, because there are certain things that you still are healing in yourself, and there are certain things this person is still healing in themselves. And this made you triggered. Sorry, I've got a really weird itchy nose. The veil. This made you very triggered. This triggered them as well. They do love you very much. Alright? And I know you love this person as well. But listen, you guys need this separation. You've got to get back into your energy, your Empress energy. Alright? He's got to get into his energy where he's healing his feminine energy, because his feminine energy is a bit out of whack. Now that I've got that out of the way, and if you're not in separation, and this isn't one of those really powerful spiritual relationships, and you'll know if it is because it won't be a question, then this is not your pile. All right, my lovelies. So I'm going to jump straight in, and I'm going to go with the energy that I've got, and I'm going to keep running with that. I do feel like in some ways, if you weren't addicted to outside substances, one or both of you, then I feel like you were addicted to each other. But then with the chemistry that I'm picking up here, I'm not surprised. I feel all... It's just, I can't even put it into words, because it feels so intense and so powerful. But I feel like differences came up in the connection, because like I said in the beginning, I feel like there were triggers and things like that created blocks and created certain things and resentments in one or both of you. I do pick up this is your soulmate, all right? And I do feel like there is definitely going to be a reconciliation. I kept picking up reconciliation, before I started this whole reading thing. And, the first two piles, they weren't in that situation. But you guys most certainly are. And so I just need to take a deep breath, because it is very, very intense. The passion and chemistry here is just off the chain. But you've both got to rebalance your energies before you can come back into each other's company properly. Now look, there might be this weird energy where he comes back, where they come back, or they come back and they leave, they come back and they leave. That's not cool. It's not okay. Alright? And somebody's got to put a stop to that. Alright? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. But somebody's got to put a stop to it. Excuse my voice, I've got a bit of a cold. Somebody has got to say, listen, no. And seeing as though you're the person here that's come to the reading, it's going to have to be you. Alright? So when this person makes a reappearance, because they will, Don't let them off so easy. I know you miss them and I can feel it. I feel like I've got a physical pain how much I miss this person. And I feel like this person misses you the same. But if you let them get away with it too easily, because this has been a cycle a couple of times now, I feel like it will repeat itself. Alright? And so you've got to put a stop to it. When this person's properly serious, they'll make a reappearance. Now, they do love you very much. But like I said, this is a very triggering connection. So they find it difficult to be in your energy for too long. And that's okay. But you don't have to put up with the in and the out. Alright? The stop and the go, the up and the down. You haven't got to put up with any of that. All you've got to do, and you're not ready to be in a connection with anybody else anyway. All you've got to do is say, listen, sort yourself out. Alright? And I'll see you on the flip side. That's it. Let's pull some cards and see what comes out. Spirit, what's next in love for these two, please? What's going on in this connection, please? Okay. So we've got Unfinished Symphony, which, like I'm picking up, there is a reconciliation. I've got Anxiety, Between Worlds, Healer of Ages, and Time to Go. Alright, and let me show you what I've done, because they are different cards from different decks. I have put the two together because they are mini decks, and I didn't think it'd be so fat when I put them together, but you know, it happens. And look, I am, like, straight away I am picking up the anxiety of the separation here at the moment for you. I know you're wondering, like, if this is over for good, and if you're ever going to reconcile with this person. Alright, is it a time for you to go? Is it a time for you to move on? Has this person gone? Have they moved on? But no. Okay. Healer of Ages is here because I'm picking up the vibration that this is such a spiritual connection that you've got heaven and earth, like, literally moving to kind of heal this connection and heal what's going on around the two of you. Right now, it's like you know, there's this 1 foot in spirit, 1 foot in the 3D. But it's also grey. And so, you know, it's half sad and it's half happy. I'm picking up strongly there's definitely going to be a reconciliation between the two of you. This is unfinished business. This is not over and done with yet. Spirit is healing this connection. The Great Mother Divine is bringing in healing for this connection. All right. You need to spend some time really kind of, you know, because when this connection comes back around, you don't want to be in the energy of, you know, constantly looking at your phone to see if they've texted, or texting them to see if they're okay. You've got to be okay in your own energy. This is a connection that is going to demand a lot from you. These connections usually do. And you know, you've really got to have your discernment. You know, all that glitters isn't gold. All right. And when I've got this card, and what I'm picking up straight away from this card is sometimes his behaviour might be showing you something that isn't necessarily 100%. And so you've got to act in accordance. You can't let this person just walk in and out just because of how intense the feelings are. This is a connection that will have several cycles, okay? And they can be what you need them to be. Now, you don't need them to be a cycle. It leaves you kind of dead in the water, all right? You need to be sort of learning as well, and learning how to kind of function. This is a connection that will knock you off your feet. It will take your breath away. We've got message in a bottle, so you can expect this person to reach out soon. And look, I do feel like, you know, you do feel alone and lost at sea, but this person feels the same, okay? and this person feels blessed to have met you. You know, as much as they became sort of a little bit sort of resentful about the triggers and everything else like that, they still feel blessed to have met you, because you've brought this healing into their life. You've made them start to look at things in a different way. And this is a very purple card. It's a very spiritual card. I was picking up that it's a very spiritual relationship. You're going to need to exercise some patience in order to heal, because it's connected, it's triggered you as well. All right, but there will be a change in the wind. All right, separation won't last forever. It never does. That's the one thing you can be assured of in this type of connection. All right, it will go the distance, my darling. You haven't got to panic. You haven't got to fear. You haven't got to rush. It will go the distance. Okay? And, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to be okay in your own energy. We've got the garden and the gate, all right? You've got to be okay in your own energy. This person's here. She's chilling. It reminds me of the Nine of Pentacles. There will be action. Fast-paced action, but I'm very much drawn to the light and the dark of those two horses. All right, and this is, you know, this is the shadow, the light and the shadow of these connections, and they can be a little bit harrowing. But if you go the distance, and if you stay the course, and if you do the healing, all right, because as long as you understand this person will be making a reappearance, there's no need for you to fret or to feel like, you know, so sort of in such despair, in such upset, because it can be upsetting. This person will make a go-round, but you've got to get your energy in balance. You've got to balance your masculine and your feminine energy. You've got to turn your Empress energy the right way up. The Empress doesn't get out of her chair. The Empress doesn't get up to, like, run after people and run after things. She doesn't do that. And you're aligned with an Emperor, so you need to act as such. And so what you need to do is you need to be in the energy of, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to be good despite it. I'm going to go on, and I'm going to be fruitful regardless. So you've got to figure out what you want to do for yourself, okay? Your business, your life, your love, everything for you. Like your love for yourself, because this person is sorting themselves out, and when they make a reappearance, Spirit is saying you need to be ready. All right, so if you ask yourself the question properly, if you're really ready for this type of connection right now, you would have to say no if you're being honest with yourself, because right now we've got the Empress and she's in the reverse. All right, and we've got the Emperor and he's the right way up. All right. So he is balancing his energy. He is balancing himself. He's getting himself together. You need to do the same. Okay? At the moment, we've got the door to romance in reverse. The door to romance with this person is closed at the moment, because I feel here that you've got to work on you. They've got to work on themselves, but you can't worry about what they're doing. You've got to think about your connection with this particular person. Okay, thank you. Don't know if you'll know this, but I'm being shown, back in the day, you'd have a can, put a bit of string in it and tie it to another can, take it round the corner and talk through the can while the other person listens. And the sound travels down the bit of string to the can and you can hear them. Now, I mean, could you really hear them? Yeah, you could a little bit. On a good day, you could hear them a lot. But you've got to think of your connection with this person to something similar. But it's like invisible string, right? And whatever you do trickles down this type of connection. So if you work on you and face what you've got to face where you're concerned, they'll do the same. Now, this person is in the energy of working on themselves at the moment. And I feel that you're going to be stepping into that energy, if you haven't already, very soon. What's coming up next for you is a reconciliation with your person. But if you're not in the right energy, it's going to cycle round again. There will be another separation, and there will be, some more time apart. So I would focus right now, if I were you, and if I was your big sister and I was giving you advice, I would tell you to focus on yourself. Do what's right for you at the moment. Yeah. Hold space for this person, and they will be back. But if they're in the same Jack the Lad energy that they were in before, then give it a wide berth. All right. If they're still a little bit kind of iffy, not sure, then feel it out. Don't rush in. All right. There's no need to rush. This will go the distance. There's no need for you to to force the situation. And we've got the chemistry. I've just parted the deck and the chemistry came up. There's a very strong magnetic attraction here, it says. So the pull here is just undeniable. No matter how far this person goes or how far you go, they'll make a return. I don't pick up anybody else in this person's energy at the moment. But I do pick up that you need to get on with you. All right. This connection is going to be making a return. And I'm picking up anywhere between now, sort of say now, but 6 days. I'm seeing 6 and 3. So it could be 3 weeks, 3 days. It could be 6 weeks, 6 days. It could be 6 months. It could be 3 months. It could be any of those. All right. And I'm not getting a lock on it because it's probably because it's a general reading, and there's a couple of you that will come here. Okay. I feel like in some way you're needing to learn the value of yourself with this connection as well. Letting somebody sort of make a return, whether you've missed them or not. What that shows that person is that you're willing to kind of allow them to behave anyway, and you will accept that. And what that shows them is that you don't love them, like love yourself. And then they will question how you actually really feel about them. As strange as it sounds, people tend to kind of do that, especially masculine energy. And I'm picking up it's feminine and masculine energy here. So this person here, I feel, questions certain things and would do, and most people would. I mean, even if the boot were on the other foot, most people would question, if this person doesn't love themselves enough to put up a boundary, then how are they actually able to really and truly love me? And so that is something that comes up. Excuse me, sorry, I've got a really bad cold. And so that is something that comes up. Boundaries teach people how to respect you. They teach people how to love you. So this person can't just, no matter, even if you're meant to be, this person can't just walk in and out of your life like that. It's just not okay. You have to put a value on your head. Put tax on that and say, there it is. And unless they're willing to, like, bring that to the table, because I'm not picking up that you are expecting more than what you're willing to bring to the table. It's got to be an equal give and take, or an equal thing, in order for that to work. And this person hasn't been bringing equal to the table. They haven't really been sure in some respects for some of you. One thing they are sure of for all of you is how they feel, but on how to navigate the connection, that's another thing entirely. It's like having a car and your tire's gone flat. You've got the jack, you've got the pump, you've got everything you need. You've got the little spinny thing, that square thing that takes off the nuts and that, but you don't really know how to do it. And so you could have all the tools in the world, if you don't know how to use them, what are you going to do? So he's off learning how to use these tools, or they're off learning how to use their tools, and you need to be doing the same. All right. And the last card we've got here is the Sun card. Okay, happiest card in the deck. But what you will notice is that she's finding her happy on her own. And it's important that in this type of connection you don't lose your identity. it's important that in this type of connection you don't give up yourself. You know, you don't fall into this weird lost at sea type of feeling. And I feel like that's maybe where you might have been at one point. All right, the sun's coming out for you, my darling. And once you're stable in your energy, this person will be making a reappearance. Okay, I am picking up that you guys will sort yourselves out. You are going to be stepping into more of your balanced Empress energy, where you are not going to be getting out of your chair calling this person or texting this person if you text them and they don't return the text, whatever. And that's energy you need to be in. All right, so that they can pull their socks up and realize that you are a valuable commodity. If you're not exclusive with somebody, don't sit there and hold yourself off, you know, from dating other people. No one's saying sleep around. No one's saying go out there and, like, I don't know, give it to the highest bidder. What I am saying is that if you are not exclusive with somebody, then don't exclusively give them your time. It's okay to go out and have drinks with somebody else. It's okay to go out and have a drink or a meal with your mates. It's okay to go out and see other people. All right, but take your time. Don't rush. When this person comes in, just feel them out. All right, this is your person, but it is one of those relationships where it is triggering because of obviously you guys have got pasts and you've got traumas that need to be healed, and these types of relationships normally poke at these types of things. So part number 3, this has been what's next for your love life. And so yeah, there will be a reconciliation. I do feel like it will be a happy ending, but you've got to take your time. You've got to do what's necessary for you. All right, and you've got free will as well. So if you don't want to be in this connection, you don't have to be. All right, you take care of yourselves, my darling. Have a good night.